Let me just, hey y'all, since everybody wants to talk and everybody wants to have insults and everybody has their opinions about who's what and who's doing who and what is what, you know, it's funny how the word racist is flown around a lot because I feel like you all don't necessarily know what that word means, but the reason why you're using it, I'm going to use it back at you so that way you can we stay on the same page with each other. Because racist really means somebody who's rooting for their race, but I digress. Because, sorry, excuse me. Oh, and did I look better when I did that? Cool. Listen, let me explain to you why I decided to do this thing with running for sheriff of Bernalillo County. It's not important if I get the office or not, okay? It's not important. What's important for all you people who are gaslighting and have all these amazing things to say, all these activists or people who act like they're activists, but you really just have a lot of criminal activity you're affiliated with. Here's the thing. You've shown how racist you are by putting my post up, my picture up with the NI and the block GA on it to say this bootlicking coon and is how am I that if I'm trying to actually preserve your way of life, if I'm trying to make sure you stay safe, because if you who out there who's insulting me, who decided to use a racial slur against me, if you say, hey, you know I need your guys to come help, I'm sorry, guess what, we will be right there volunteering our time and energy because we love you, because we love our citizens. That is how that works with the New Mexico Civil Guard. We don't care about your racial slurs. We don't care about all that nonsense you could be, because right now you all proving how racist you are by watching me run for sheriff. Even through all that, guess what? Hey, I'll still come help you guys out with my guys. We come look out for you, not so armed or armed, whatever you think you need as a citizen. We're second amenders, we have the right to a militia for our protection. I suggest everybody who's interested in politics and interested in sounding educated, read that piece of amendment. If you want to trash the amendment with your free speech to say the amendment's a piece of shit, guess what? You have the free speech to say that. In another country of another form of government, you wouldn't be able to say anything against the government. So be grateful you live in a government in which you can talk bad about the government and nobody will pay you any mind. They'll just either agree with you or not. Isn't that beautiful that you can be like, you can agree and disagree with somebody and it doesn't result into a violent act? As opposed to if you were in China or Venezuela or maybe even Cuba, you said something about the government, something violent may happen to you. I don't know. I mean, I think the nonviolent option feels the best, to be honest with you. I don't know why you would want a violent option. I think it's something you guys should also pay attention to, that maybe I'm just noticing. People who are attacking folks for peacefully protesting, who are on this side over here and you're from that side over there, have you noticed the dynamic of older to younger? It's always the younger people who are attacking the older people. And it's the younger folks who are influenced to taking down their statues and taking down pieces of history. So that way in the generation after that, they won't have no recollection of what happened. So that way the powers that be can keep you thinking about a new way of being without a family, a new way with, just like it says I didn't make the BLM website. You can go read it for yourself. They're not interested in black family or any form of masculinity. I bet if I was a female running for sheriff, maybe y'all would have been like, oh, that's cool, that's cute. I just want you to see that, Some of y'all wondering why I got this hat on all the time, too. I like this hat because this is like an Ugandan tree bark hat, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a hat that you can only get from Uganda or know somebody who goes to Uganda, and they send you a few. And I happen to like these because it's my way of representing my African American heritage, and it's it's what I am, man. You know, and I don't want to see it go down in flames because if somebody all of a sudden decides that they don't want to get, uh, you know, targeted for being a child sex offender, or say they don't want to be, noticed for being a Marxist, but doing some Marxist stuff. I mean, I'm not sitting here talking about. I'm here. Look, I'm part of the Civil Guard. Okay, I'm not here to talk about politics like that. You know, I'm here to look out, make sure there's peace in the streets, and make sure we have peace that we can always, um, you know, keep life going, man. This is why we have this. You know, this is why we have freedom, y'all. If you take it from us, then you got no more freedom. Then what do you want to do? You want to just restrict everybody into what? What is your idea for the future? People who are against capitalism. What do you think America should be like? And isn't there not enough space for you to have that for yourself? Isn't there a whole state you can do all that? A whole coastline you could pull all that off on? I mean, isn't that? I mean, I'm not lying, or I'm not like tripping, right? Like I know there's a whole there's space, there's places, other countries that do that. Not to reiterate that point, you don't have to bring it to people who don't want anything to do with your form of government. You know, your form of thinking. You don't have to violently shove it down there. What is that supposed to do? You make them throw up, man. They don't want that. They don't want that. Come on. So this is to all those people out there who've shown their racist true self. And oh yeah, I like the whole comment, the Snoop Dogg comment too. The Snoop Dogg comments are great because I can actually rap better than him. Yeah, I love it, and it's great because he probably could be a genetic cousin of mine. I've never met him in person and never seen him in any. I'm not a fan, too much of a fan of all his music. I like some things, but I don't like all his stuff, you know. So, thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the hate. Vote NMCG next year for your elected officials, so that way we can maintain all of our rights and we can maintain all of our freedoms. And I really just want this to end peacefully without any shots fired or any violence. So y'all, whatever your higher power is, please just pray to that and pray that this comes to a peaceful end and it doesn't have to end in bloodshed or start with bloodshed, because it doesn't end when people begin to test the might of others because of perceived weaknesses or perceived strengths. It's actually kind of sad. And I actually love the fact that this is actually giving me a chance to show me exactly what is going on in the state. The real racists are people who don't want you to express your mind. The real racists are those who will prejudge everything that looks like you that doesn't fit with what they think you should look like. That's a real prejudiced person. A prejudiced person sees you shaking hands with somebody of a different color and they call you a racist. They're actually the racists. If you're actually trying to make peace with people, you're not a racist. You're an ethnocentrist. You love human beings, and you want to keep human beings happening. So I say that to the human being people. Just love y'all and let's bond together tighter. Peace.